Bismillah, alhamdulillah, la ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar. Continuing again with verse number 60. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said, وَالَّذِينَ يُؤْتُونَ مَا آتَوْا وَقُلُوبُهُمْ وَجِلَةٌ إِنَّهُمْ إِلَىٰ رَبِّهِمْ رَاجِعُونَ. So those who are believers, they will act, they will do their prayers, they will do their fasting, they will treat people with honestly, truthfully, they will act righteously. And at the end of the day, they're not bragging. They're not, oh, I did this, I give this charity, I give this mosque, I give this organization that much, that much, that much. No, they're very fearful of what they have made, of what they have done. They're very fearful that their actions won't be accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They worried that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala won't accept these actions. So they all the time, they're watching what they say. They're all the time asking God to accept their actions. Because at the end of the day, you might do and spend a lot of time doing a project, or writing a paper for the school. But unfortunately, you go, the teacher is just looking at it to grade it, and he give you a D or an F. You spend too much time to prepare that. Well, what happened? It didn't have, or it didn't, you deviated then the topic. You didn't understand the question. You have made it in a way which the teacher said not to do it. So you didn't comply with the rules. So at the end of the day, it's not accepted. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so those people, they have all the time, they do something for the sake of Allah, they don't go and brag about it. Oh, I did this. Yesterday I donated $1,000 to the people of Palestine, or the people of Yemen, or the people of Gaza, or the people of India, or the people of Pakistan, whatever. They don't talk too much. They act. They don't talk too much, they act. Why? Because they will return to their God, to Allah, and the sincerity is what's matter. If you're sincere about the action, you don't really care how people will grade you. You don't really care about how people will look at you. But at the end of the day, you care about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. أولئك, one of their features is يسارعون في الخيرات. When they see something which is good, a good deed, a good action, they hasten towards it. They go fast, quick to do it. For example, fundraising, they donate. For example, they hear about somebody in need, they go. They hear about some kind of educational program or educational facility need to be built, they go and donate. Their whole concept is how I will establish the religion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on earth. يسارعون, they go fast, quick, hasten. وهم لها سابقون, and indeed they are the one who are at the first. They are in the first place. ولا نكلف نفسا إلا وسعها. Again, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning that everybody, yes, want to do the best, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, do whatever. Allah is not asking you to do other than what you can. The problem is that people, and this is one also act of the devil, of the shaitan, is they give you that kind of belief. Oh, you cannot do it. Oh, this is beyond your ability. Oh, 5 daily prayers is too much. Oh, giving to this organization that much money, you're gonna be poor. Oh, everything the devil is trying to make it hard on you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, and then when the person gets these ideas, these negative thoughts from the devil, he doesn't do anything. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, do what you can do. Do what you can do within your abilities. You have an income. Okay, I have say $1,000 a month, for example. Okay, I'm gonna give 5%, 10%, whatever. That's it. Allah is not asking you to take all your income and spend it for the sake of Allah or for the sake of God. No. So you have a strategy. The prayers, 5 daily prayers. Okay, I have to organize my time when I'm gonna do them. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Quran, reading the Quran, connecting with the Quran. When I started and what time and how many organization. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not asking you, He wants just a portion of your money, a portion of your time, a portion of your health, a portion. He's not asking you to spend 24/7 worshiping Him or dedicating yourself to Him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, everybody, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give him and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also, He gave each person different talents. Some people are good at something. Some people are good at programming. So they can do, they can make programming. They can make an app. They can make something which is going to be benefit to other Muslims, to spread the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Some people are good at organizing. They can organize events, and they can get people into together. Some people are good at public speaking. Some people. So everybody has. Allah gave him a talent. Use that talent. Use that talent for the sake of Allah. You don't have to have the millions of dollars. Maybe you don't have that much money, but you have a talent. And that's why everybody has to participate with that talent. And then Allah, common goal. What's the common goal is? To make the Allah, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah on the top. To make this word, La ilaha illallah, submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Everybody knows about it. Everybody knows that La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, it's the only word that will save anybody at this time. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said, وَلَدَيْنَا كِتَابٌ يَنْطِقُ بِالْحَقِّ وَهُمْ لَا يُظْلَمُونَ. And we have a book which will detail everything. What the book is this? This is the book of deeds, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is collecting. We said you are under surveillance 24/7. Everything you do, everything you say, everything even Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows, but He's not going to hold us responsible to the feelings or what's going on in our heart. Once it goes out of your mouth, it's written. Once you do it, it becomes written. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, He has details in that book of the 24/7 actions of what we do. That book, which can be video surveillance, it can be anything, but He has the details. Why? So when you go there, either you're going to make your case to paradise, or Allah will make His case to send you to hellfire, according to what He has in this book. يَنْطِقُ بِالْحَقِّ means evidence which is not corrupted. You heard about the crooked or the corrupted cops. They plant false evidence so they can make a case. They don't like this guy. Oh, I put some kind of, or I change my testimony, or I do anything. Why? So they won the case. The cop is corrupted. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is said that the evidence He has is the truthful evidence. There's no doubt about it. وَهُمْ لَا يُظْلَمُونَ. Indeed, they will not face any injustice. Justice will be executed at that day. There's execution of justice at that day. Because Allah have the evidence, the proofs. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He goes again to the disbelievers. He said, بَلْ قُلُوبُهُمْ فِي غَمْرَةٍ مِّنْ هَذَا. Indeed, they are oblivious from all these good actions. They don't do it. They see the believers doing these actions. They make fun of them. They mock them. They're calling them names. You see a Muslim woman covering herself. Oh, look at these ladies. They're being oppressed. Look at these ladies. They're still living in the first century. Oh, look at these ladies. Are so ignorant. You know, there is so many. They make them fun. They don't understand. They want everybody to be the same. They want everybody to have 75% of their body exposed. So when they see these things, they make them fun. They mock these believers. For them and the believers, if you're not doing this only to please Allah, only because Allah asks you to cover yourself, okay, there's some, you have to do it because Allah asks you to do it. Not your husband asks you to do it, not your father or not your family. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's just one example. So they mock the believers. Oh, they see the Muslims prayer, prostrate. Oh, these people, look how these people are kissing the ground. All that kind of stuff. وَلَهُمْ أَعْمَالٌ مِنْ دُونِ ذَلِكَ هُمْ لَهَا عَامِلُونَ. And then they corrupt on earth. أعمال, corruption, actions. Means financing of war, manufacturing of weapons, killing civilians, torturing. All these spreading porn, spreading nudity, spreading homosexuality, all these actions, corruption on earth. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala after that He says what? حَتَّى إِذَا أَخَذْنَا. That Allah will let them do whatever they want? No. Allah has to win. In this life and in hereafter. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala حَتَّى إِذَا أَخَذْنَا مُتْرَفِيهِمْ بِالْعَذَابِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's saying, I leave them. Maybe they will believe. I keep sending them signs. Like Allah sent the sign of a coronavirus, for example. I send them signs here and there. Economic collapse. I send them here and there. So they realize that I'm in control. حَتَّى إِذَا أَخَذْنَا. When we come and punish the elites, we punish these elites. What they do? They cry. They come and they cry. And they say, we need help. Oh God, please. Now they remember God. Now please remove the punishment. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, don't cry. When the punishment comes, don't cry. Because I gave you the time. And you think that you are capable of give yourself peace. You were capable of controlling everything. You never asked for my help before. And you're never going to be saved from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because Allah gives you so many chances. And at the time, if you don't, at certain times say, okay, I remember. Now I realize the lesson. Now I realize the message. And change, it's over. قد كانت Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here is saying, why you're not going to receive Allah's help? You're not going to be saved from Allah's punishment? Because my ayat, my verses, my signs, my Quran, my Prophet Muhammad. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says. قَدْ قَامَتْ آيَاتِ تُتْلَى. Indeed, my signs, my ayat, my verses is being recited, is being told to you. فَكُنْتُمْ عَلَىٰ أَعْقَابِكُمْ تَنْقِصُونَ. Indeed, you were escaping, mocking, making fun, running away. That doesn't concern me. These people are idiots. These people are stupid. These people are barbaric. These people are, and they didn't even listen to the message. They didn't even analyze the message that they analyze everything else in their life. People, when they want to buy a car, they go and make a big search. What's the consumer reports? What's the ratings? But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, when it comes to the matter of, because this is life and death, because people will be sent forever in hell. It's not just a matter of days or years. Here, this is 70, 80 years and you're done. Very small amount of time. But over there in hell, it's going to be for eternity. For this matter, which will be for you don't even consider evaluating, investigating, understanding. But what you do is you dismiss. Oh, these are terrorists. These are hypocrites, which there is, of course. But come to the fundamentals of the message. And by reading and analyzing the message, you'll understand. Yes, there is a bunch of people calling themselves Muslims are hypocrites. Bunch of people are terrorists. Yes. I mean, some people, they don't really abide with the truth of the Islam. Islam is the truth. And some people take it extreme in either way. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said Islam is the middle ground. And you have to understand. But people just go to any extreme to dismiss the ayat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The verses of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَكُنْتُمْ عَلَىٰ أَعْقَابِكُمْ. And you were leaving, you're running away, escaping away. مُسْتَكْبِرِينَ. You were indeed in arrogance, talking about it. Leave it away and run away, making fun of it. That is what the attitude of the disbelievers at the time of the Prophet. And the same attitude now. People who don't even understand Arabic, they come and they basically make up an interpretation of verses. They don't know nothing about Arabic. And they read a translation. And they think they know the meaning, and they take the verses out of context. And they say, oh, look at this Islam. Look at this Quran. What is preaching? أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين.